Well, a minor mea culpa before the start of the next episode, episode 18. Before I recorded this, I recorded an episode on the spreadsheet, and I have OBS set up to record the active display, but because of the spreadsheet and that, and zooming in the quality in that, I made the active display larger so you could see the spreadsheet more clearly. And then I recorded this episode and never turned off the active display. So throughout the episode, about the right fifth of the screen is cut off. Now, it doesn't cut off any of the pitch, which is nice. Came really close, though. But from a graphical point of view, it's screwed up. And I apologize for that. I'm going to have to check that next time before I start recording. It shouldn't happen again. If it does, feel free to point it out. Well, the season is going about as well as expected. Oddly enough, we haven't lost a game. We've drawn quite a few, though. But if we end up with a season where we haven't lost a game, but we have more draws than wins, does that still count as an invincible season? I'm not sure. But today we have our first French Cup game. It should be pretty easy, but stranger things have happened. My name is FM19, and you're watching the Ritornu Gloria with SC Bastia, episode 18. And as you can see here, we have not lost a game, and we've actually filched a couple of wins off some teams I thought we weren't going to beat. When we last saw each other, it was against Quevilly-Rouen, QRM, and we drew with them 1-1. After that, we played Châteauroux and Leon Duchère, and we drew with them a couple of 0-0 draws, which is good. It means our defense is tough. We were then home against Pau FC, and we beat them 1-0 thanks to a Sofiane Borisbel goal. We were then away at FC Villefranche, where we saw Safwan Mabai and Jeremy Santini again, and we eked out a 2-2 draw. Stefan Laval, 14th minute goal. Santini with the save of the game with an 87th minute goal that gave us the draw. We were then away at Grenoble, who I thought were going to be one of the toughest teams in the league this year. They were picked to finish top 3. As a matter of fact, Grenoble was relegated from League 2 last season. They've got a pretty strong team. The pundits picked them to finish 3rd this season. And as you can see, we eked out a 1-0 victory against them, thanks to a Vincent Bezecourt goal in the 51st minute. One of the things that has happened, Micca broke his foot and is out for the next 3 to 4 months. The result of that is, even though they are listed as part of the under-19 squads, as a result of Mary growing out, Gresh Angelini and Hugo Mariano have both gotten starts on the first team. And as you can see, Gresh Angelini has improved to 3-star current ability as a 16-year-old. He'll probably be a first-teamer after the January transfer window, especially if Mary comes back and just isn't as good as he was before he injured himself. Today, though, it is all about the French Cup 5th round game, and we're playing AS Vence, who are an amateur team. Association Sportive Vensois? The C with the at the bottom. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that. But, as I said, they're an amateur team. I don't think it'll be too much trouble for us, but, as I said in the intro, stranger things have been known to happen. So what I'm going to do is go through and set up the 11 and my reserves, and we will be back with this game in just a bit. Well, it's not exactly my strongest team today, but the fact that we're playing an amateur team, it leads me to believe that we'll be okay with this lineup. Another thing that happened is that today was also the day the under-19 team played their Gambardella Cup match, and that is the French under-19 tournaments. So that is why Angelini and the other good youth players I have aren't starting today. If they hadn't played a game today, they would have started today. But as you can see, we have Adriani in goal, Paletti, Mariano, Midori, and Fofana as the defensive back four, Roncaglia as the defensive midfielder behind Doumbia and Parent, Diallo and Santini as the attacking midfielders, and Borisbel up top as the striker. This is actually probably going to be a fairly quick game, which probably means a short episode, but that should be okay. I've recorded another episode that corner kick in, Midori with the header. Very nice. Oh, he just skies up, lifts himself up rather between the two defenders and got a head on it. Lecomte, pass intercepted by Dumba. Long pass up to Diallo. Crosses it in, knocked away. Was that offsides? Oh, it was a push. Okay, who's taking the penalty kick here? Dumbia, and he scores. Well, he guessed right. He just didn't jump far enough. We're going to go back to cautious here just because, I don't know, this has the makings of a bloodbath. Burst Bell to Parent. Off the crossbar. Santini runs it down. Dispossessed by Taco. To Show, who kicks it out of bounds. Now, anyhow, as I was saying before the highlight, I recorded another episode that focuses on the spreadsheet more than anything else. I'm having fun with it. Shake from outside the box, and he scores. That was well done. That was a nice kick. Oh, nice curling effort. Over the wall and in. That's his second goal of the game. Okay. Anyhow, okay. Shake, corner kick in. Midori. Oh, just misses the far post. Shake bounces his kick off the wall. Gets it back. Sends it to Diallo. To Midori, who's on the right side of the box. Drives in, knocked away. Parent at the top of the box. Gets the rebound. Out to Doumbia, all alone on the left. He crosses it in. Borspel's there, but he hits it off the post. Halftime, comfortably in the lead. 3-0. We're dominating them. 15 shots, 6 on target. Only the one clear-cut chance, though. Good possession advantage, though. Vence has had one shot, and it was nowhere near the goal. As I was saying a couple of times before the highlights interrupted me, I've got another video coming out that's just going to be focusing on the spreadsheet and what I'm doing with it. I don't know how long it is. I recorded it in bits and pieces and didn't have a running total going. And it's not going to be listed as part of this save. It's going to be off in its own category. But there'll be an update on what I've done with that. Well, no highlights this second half so far. We're 60 minutes in. I'm going to make a couple of changes here. Cropanese is going to come on for Santini. Onda is going to come on for Roncaglia. And we're going to save the last sub here about another 10-15 minutes. As you can see, our first half shots, it was very nice. The vast majority of them were way inside the box. Shake, corner kick in. Knocked away, Cropanese at the top. And who's my 16? We will find out here in a minute. Midori, second goal of the season for him, again off a set piece. Paul knocked it away, but Cropanese was there. No, he volleyed it in. At least in the 2D, it looked like he headed it in. But that was nice. It was a good sequence. Corner kick in again. Lecomte knocks it away. Diallo! Wow, that was a screamer from just at the top of the D there. Off the bounce and in. Not exactly top bins, but I think you'd be hard-pressed to find a goalie in any league who would have stopped that. And Doumbia picked up a yellow card. Okay. I was going to make a sub, but we've had so many highlights in that I forgot to. But everybody is on the positive side of 70% so far. Paletti crosses it in, knocked away. Parent, top of the box, back out to Paletti. And that is the game. Well, an expected result, I think. 23 shots, 12 on target for us, with only the one clear-cut chance. That's a bit odd. Vence ended up with 6 shots, 1 on target. Give them credit. They fought. They hung until the end. We're better than them. There's just no two ways about it. It's actually kind of nice to say that. But at some point in time, we're going to run into a team better than us who's going to treat us like we just treated Vence. And, yeah, we strolled to success. It wasn't a really hard game. And, maybe games like this shouldn't be part of live comm. But like I said, every once in a while you get a surprise. I remember... it seems like I'm strolling down memory lane a lot with this save. In my FM19 save with USL Dunkirk, we made it to the Coup de France final, and we beat PSG, which was interesting. And then, we got to League One, and PSG thumped us the first 15 times we played them, it seems. Now, we'll see who we face in the 6th round, and then we'll take a look at a couple things and call it an episode. We'll be right back. And Jumbia picked up a 1-game suspension for getting 3 yellow cards in his last 2 matches. 6th round draw today, 317 teams. Well, you know what? We're going to view the draw, and we're going to draw all teams. We're playing we're the last team listed. Good grief. We're playing GC Luciana, who are a semi-professional club, but they're not in the 5th tier, which means they might be 6th or 7th tier. The database I have only goes down to 5th tier, so. Okay. Taking a look at the current league standings, we are in 6th place. 3 wins, 6 draws, no losses. The thing that's keeping us that high is our goals allowed. We've only allowed 3. That's first in the league. Our 7-goal scores is the 15th highest. We're second highest with yellow cards with 21. Gosh. Vincent Bezecourt has 3 goals. Midori is our highest average rating at 7.28. Diaco Fofana with 2 assists. Roncaglia, our best passer. Midori and Enzo both have 2 Player of the Match awards, mostly for their defensive performance. Defensively, we're really strong. It's been nice to see. What has also been nice to see is the development of some of our youth players, Angelini in particular. He's 16 years old. He's already 3-star current ability, on his way to 5-star potential ability. He's improving in almost every category. He's going to be a first-team starter. With Mary out, he's my next best back. And as much as I don't want to play a 16-year-old in first-team football, for a couple of reasons. 1, who knows what could happen. 2, if he's really, really good, other teams are going to notice, which means I should probably sign him to a full-time contract. He's only making $120 a week. I've got the salary cap for that. I should probably sign him to something a bit more expensive and tie him down here for as long as I can. And frankly, going forward, having looked at some of my players and their potential, that's kind of my big fear. I've got some really good youth players, and I want to get them playing time. But if I get them playing time, are other teams going to notice and come in and poach them like they poached Madu and Santelli and Mabaye? I don't want to be one of those clubs that develops players only to sell them for profit later on. I'm okay doing that, but I don't want to do that with all of these guys here. I think what we're going to do is come back for the Le Mans game. They are currently top in the league, I think. Yeah, they're top in the league. USBCO is 2nd. And it's a decent enough break that we'll get a few games out of the way. And then probably, with such a huge break, we'll come back for the Concarneau game in January after that. Schedule a lot of friendlies in here in this time. And just keep the guys match fit, maybe make a little bit of money. We'll have to see what happens. But a solid win for us today. Hopefully we can reach the 10th round again. That's the goal this season. I'd like to go a little bit further. I think we have the quality to do that. It just depends on who we run into. If you liked what you've seen and heard, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more content. Questions, criticisms, comments, leave those down below. I'll answer those as fast as I can. My name's FM19, and I thank you for watching the Ritornu Gloria with SC Bastia, episode 18.